I uploaded a video some weeks ago on this channel precisely on the 23rd of March 2022 talking about when international students can return to China. Up to this time, this video has gotten over 1,600 views on my channel and it stands as the best performing video that I have made in a while. Now, what does that tell us? It simply means people are seeking answers. If you had Googled when can international students return to China on the 23rd of March this year, this is the result you would have gotten. What this search result means is that international students are expected to return to China by September of 2022. However, with the recent increase in cases around China, especially in Shanghai, where the city is basically under lockdown, over 26 million people are on total lockdown. At the moment, I have friends in Shanghai, and from what they tell me, they can't go out to buy things, they can't order food. It is only the COVID volunteers that deliver food to their doorsteps. There have just been tons and tons of different videos circulating social media coming out of Shanghai, even the part where some Chinese people were protesting because they didn't have access to food and basic necessities, and it's just been a lot. Hey Expat published an issue on the 18th of April this year stating the situation of the COVID case in Shanghai. Now, it has been reported that currently there are 372,000 infected cases. However, in all of these cases, only 3 people have died, and the 3 deaths were elderly people with underlying diseases. Now, currently it also says that there are 13 severe cases who are mostly elderly, and only 1 of them have been fully vaccinated. If you scroll down to the comments left on this particular publication, experts in China have just been pouring out their opinions concerning this publication. And so one person also said something like, how many died because the hospital was closed? Now, we all know that the total lockdown, of course, means that no hospitals are open. You can't be allowed to go to an hospital unless you have an urgent issue to be attended to. What that implies is that a lot of people don't really have access to the correct medical care and all of that. And of course, and if they are telling us that only 3 people have died from COVID, from the actual COVID does it really make sense to put the whole city on lockdown and yet only just 3 people have died? And a lot of people are reportedly said to be starving. It's just a whole lot that is going on, and a lot of people have 1 or 2 things to say about the methods of the Chinese government in handling COVID. However, it's not my place to begin to question the methods used by the Chinese government. What we are trying to do in this video is to critically scrutinize and analyze the information we have at hand to know what the fate of international students would be as of September of this year. Now, what does that mean for international students who are out of China? We all know that at the moment, China is practicing a zero COVID policy, which makes them to impose this lockdown at the slightest increase of coronavirus cases. Even here in the city of Nanjing, we are still mandated to carry out coronavirus tests every 48 hours because they are trying to make sure that they clamp down on the virus. Now, remember that at the beginning of this video, we mentioned that previously we had been told that the return of international students to China would probably take place around 2022 September. However, with the rise of coronavirus cases, the question now boils down to, is this date still feasible? Is it still possible that international students will be able to return to China by September of this year? A statement by the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman confirms return of small number of international students. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Zhao Lijian confirmed on Monday that the government would allow a return of a small number of international students based on students' majors, but did not give a specific timeline. This report was given on the 17th of March 2022. Now, having analyzed all of this information, it brings us to the salient question we have been asking: when exactly can international students return to China? What I'm about to say is something that a lot of people might not agree with. However, it's just my opinion, and it's something I feel like someone might benefit from. So I'm just going to say to anybody who is currently stuck out of China, if you are a student who was previously, not just students, if you're working, I mean, there are a lot of people that were doing other enterprises, okay, who were also locked out of China and they can't come back up to this moment. If you're one of those people, I would just like to say, I don't know, it's difficult, but make a plan B. Just make a plan B. I don't know what it's going to be. I mean, I know some people might say, yeah, easier said than done. Yes, it's definitely easier said than done. However, I am a firm believer of, being realistic. I'm not a very idealistic person. I usually like to be realistic with situations. So I mean, a lot of people are hoping that, okay, yes, China is going to open up their borders someday and they can come back to pick up whatever is left of their lives. Honestly, I even feel like if you were to come back to China today, it would be really difficult getting back to the life that you used to know, because the China that you left, trust me, it's not the China that you are returning to. A lot of things have changed, and we don't even know when exactly they're going to open the border. So it's likely a lot of things are still going to change. I know a lot of students who have graduated online. Some of my classmates who went back home during the COVID situation, they had to graduate online. And I know for some disciplines it's very difficult to say, oh, just study from home and graduate online. And for example, let's say people who are studying medicine and some of these courses that require practicals, right? It's not really easy to say, okay, just graduate online and move on with your life. However, so many people have put their studies on hold. So many people have paused their studies pending when China is going to allow them to come back to continue or finish up with their studies. And if you ask me, this is just, I don't know, I feel like it's just something that's going to hold you back from pursuing your other dreams. It's been two years going to 3 ever since this COVID situation began, and China shut up their borders, and every day things get worse. It's not like they're even saying any positive news. It's not like they're telling us, okay, it's going to happen tomorrow or next week. There's no stipulated time. So I don't know, I don't think it would be fair to just put your dreams on hold or to just pause your life basically because a country has refused to open up her borders. Now, I know it's going to be a difficult decision for a lot of students to take, for a lot of people to take, because I mean, for some people China was all they've known and China was like their life, and now it's like they're struggling to come to grips or come to terms with whatever it is that is going on in their lives right now. I know it can be very difficult. However, just pick yourself up. It's not the end of the world, okay? There might be something better awaiting you in your future, and just pausing your life and just trying to not being enthusiastic about your life because you feel like a part of it did not work out. I don't think that's fair to yourself, and I don't think that's something you would want to do, because you might get to regret it in the future. If you'd like to be kept informed about the recent happenings in China or the recent information or whatever you need to know about international students, expat life generally in China, then this is a channel you should be subscribed to. I bring to you all the necessary information, tips, and whatever you need to live and thrive as an expat in China. And I would also keep you guys informed. For those people who are watching me out of China at the moment, I would also keep you informed of whatever the situation is, whatever information that I come across concerning the COVID situation and the return of international students to China. I encourage you to subscribe to this YouTube channel and to stay tuned for my future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another of my videos. Bye for now.